Netflix has evolved from an online DVD rental service to the largest online TV streaming company in the world. But how do you come up with $1 billion idea just from renting Apollo 13? Why did Blockbuster waste its golden opportunity? The right business at the right time. From mailing Beetlejuice to producing $100 million movies, this is the story of Netflix and its most expensive films. Legend has it that in the early 90s, Reed Hastings rented Apollo 13 from Blockbuster. After returning it late and getting hit with a $40 late fee, he had an idea. What if there was a business where this abusive practice didn't exist? In 1998, Netflix launched as a DVD rental company, delivering movies by mail. By 2000, they introduced an online platform where users could not only rent movies, but also rate them on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, a system called Cinematch. They also introduced a monthly subscription service, allowing unlimited rentals. This was crucial for their growth. User accounts, subscriptions, and data analytics became the foundation of their expansion. But there was almost an unexpected twist in this story. Shipping costs were cutting into profits, and co-founder Mark Randolph, along with Hastings, offered to sell Netflix to Blockbuster for just $50 million. Blockbuster declined. That decision sealed its fate, as the company would later fall into bankruptcy, ironically, at the hands of the very business John Antioco could have bought. Today, Netflix is valued at over $100 billion. In 2007, Netflix introduced its video-on-demand service, initially available only on computers. Just a year later, it expanded to smart TVs, gaming consoles, tablets, and smartphones. By 2011, Netflix was available outside the US, and the rest is history. Netflix initially focused on producing original series. In 2013, House of Cards premiered exclusively on the platform, redefining Netflix not just as a streaming service, but as a global internet TV network. In 2015, they released their first original film, Beasts of No Nation.
I saved your life. I saved your life. I saved your life. Go! All of you that have seen your family.
Now let's dive into the ranking of Netflix's most expensive movies. Number 10, The Old Guard. $60 million. Starring Charlize Theron, this action superhero film was released during the pandemic. It reached number 1 in its first week, but quickly lost momentum. Nine, The Ridiculous Six, $60 million. This Adam Sandler and Terry Crews-led comedy was a disaster in both audience reception and critical reviews. Most of the budget reportedly went toward actor salaries. It holds a dismal 3.6 rating. 8, Extraction, $65 million. Starring Chris Hemsworth, this action-packed thriller surprised audiences with its first-person shots and incredible chase sequences. Produced by the Russo brothers, it dominated the platform for weeks. By 2026, it will become a trilogy under the direction of Sam Hargrave, who, besides being a stuntman, has choreographed action sequences for Marvel films. Seven, Bright, $90 million. An action-fantasy mix starring Will Smith as a cop partnered with an orc. Critics hated it, giving it a 2.9 out of 10, but audiences enjoyed it, rating it a solid 8 out of 10. Directed by David Ayer, known for Fury. Special mention, one of Netflix's latest releases has made it into the rankings, Atlas, 2024, with a budget of $100 million and starring Jennifer Lopez, is one of the platform's biggest failures. It holds a shockingly low 1.9 out of 100 score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 3.7 on Metacritic. Director Brad Peyton's decision to replace Dwayne Johnson with Jennifer Lopez didn't seem to pay off. Six, Triple Frontier, $115 million. A pure action thriller in the vein of Jack Reacher, starring Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, and Charlie Hunnam. Well received, but its director, J.C. Chandor, is now more famous for his latest flop, Kraven the Hunter. Five, Outlaw King, $120 million. Starring Chris Pine, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Florence Pugh. This historical drama follows a 14th century Scottish king fighting against English invasions. A solid film with decent ratings. Number 4. 6 Underground, $150 million. Ryan Reynolds stars in this over-the-top action flick about elite agents erasing their identities. Despite an absurd plot, it was a massive hit on the platform. Directed by Michael Bay, so expect plenty of explosions. Three, The Irishman, $159 million. A mob drama starring Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci, chronicling the life of union leader and mobster Jimmy Hoffa. Directed by Martin Scorsese, it was nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars, but lost to Parasite. One of Netflix's highest-rated originals, with a 95% approval score. Two, The Gray Man, $200 million. Starring Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, this CIA action thriller set in Europe was directed by the Russo brothers. After the decline of superhero films, the Russos are trying to establish themselves in a new genre. The film had a strong audience reception and decent critical response. One, Red Notice, $200 million. Starring Dwayne Johnson, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds, this film follows an Interpol agent hunting down the world's greatest art thief. Critics panned it, but audiences loved it. The mix of suspense, action, and comedy made it one of Netflix's most popular releases. But Red Notice won't hold the title for long. Soon, Netflix will release its most expensive movie ever, by a long shot. With a staggering $320 million budget, The Electric State is directed by the Russo brothers. This sci-fi adventure envisions a world where robots are sent to isolated facilities away from humans. The film stars Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt. Of course, in Hollywood, high budgets don't always mean high quality. If we rank Netflix's most watched films instead, the list would look different. For example, Don't Look Up, produced for just $75 million, would take the number 2 spot. However, it wasn't a true Netflix original, as the platform only acquired its distribution rights. The number 3 spot for most watched films goes to Carry On, an action thriller starring Taron Egerton, made on a modest $47 million budget. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want a top 10 ranking for Prime Video or HBO, let me know in the comments. Have you seen any of these movies? Which one is the best? See you in the next video.